Okay, now I'm going to show you how to start putting some color behind this. You're going to need a background color. You're going to need some text. You're going to need an outside border on here, and you're going to be adding color or leaving it black and white. But anyway, you need a couple different layers in here. So we're going to go over how to at least just get the color in there. Number one, I can get rid of these now. I don't really need them anymore, so I can take these grid lines and just sort of drag them into the side, or just leave them off to the, there we go. I'm going to leave the rest of them for now. But anyway, I want to, how do I do that? I can, to fill the background in, I can do one of two things. I need a rectangular shape to go behind here that's going to be the same size as this. So you can just click on that and drag a shape, like I can click my mouse button and drag a whole shape down to the other corner, but a lot of times that's not exact, and I want to have a rectangle that fits that space exactly. So I'm going to click on the rectangle tool, and just so you know, there are other shapes in here. If I click on this little arrow down in the corner, now it's not cooperating with me. Oh, there we go. These are all the different shapes that it'll do, but I want the rectangle tool for now. And if I go up into this little wheel here where there's a tool, I want to, and I've already done this once, so I want to click on fixed size. The width of my project is 10.75. It actually added the 3 in there, by 12. If you're not sure, you just go under image size and write it down, the image size. So this is the size rectangle that I want. So it's going to make a pre-constrained rectangle. So all I have to do is click my mouse button out here, and you can see that it created that size rectangle, and I just put it into place then. It's not exactly where I want it. If I go Command plus, I can sort of see that it's not exactly in place here. So if I go back to my Move tool, I can use the arrow keys on my keyboard to sort of key it into place. Now, when you place this rectangle on here, chances are that it's going to place right on top of everything. Don't panic if you put a layer in there and your pictures are gone. They're not really gone, they're just underneath of this blue layer. It's like you laid another piece of paper on there, because remember, Photoshop works in layers. So it's just the layer above it. In fact, one of the things I could do is I could go into the opacity here and pull that down, and you can actually see your images underneath. And people have done things like this for this particular project. If you wanted to start to get really clever with it, you could sort of tone them a little bit, which is fine, but I don't want to do that for this particular one. I want this to look like it's the background. So I'm going to take this rectangle, and I'm just going to hold my mouse button down, and you can look, see a little hand like grabs it. Oops. And just drag it underneath of that layer. Okay. There you go.